Bonjour Mon Petites, it is I, the Fabulous Trees, back with a new video. And in today's video, I am going to do kind of like a throwback, but not necessarily. It's just been a really long time since I've done an Afro video. It's been a long time since I've done a hair video, actually. What is going on with my lash, y'all? Hold up. Yo, he scared the shit out of me. I swear to God, I should turn the camera on him. You lucky I can't move this camera right now. Yo, he scared me. Oh, I'm itchy. Oh, I'm freaking itchy. Anywho, today's video, I'm going to show you guys how I go from this to this. So keep on watching and I will catch you on the other side. So I started taking out my Meek Mill braids and I was like, yo, I should film this because I'm going to turn these braids into a fro. And I thought I would take you guys along with me. So the first thing I want to do is just get the crinkles out of the braids. And my hair is not really moisturized. So, I mean, it is, but it ain't. So I'm just going to take a little bit of water, spray it into my hand, rub it together, because I don't want too much water because I want this to be really big. So I'm just going to take a little tiny bit of water, just enough to get the hair like slightly pliable. And then I'm going to take my wide tooth comb. And like I said, I'm just going to comb the crinkles out of it, get it a little bit straighter. Because when I shrink this up, when I actually do shrink this up, I want it to have more of its natural curl pattern instead of whatever these braids is making it do. So what I'm gonna do is take each section out individually and comb it out. Take each section out and comb it out individually. Yeah. So I'm gonna fast forward through this part because it gets kind of redundant. This section is pretty moisturized. And I could wear this as a fluffy braid out if I wasn't gonna comb it out, but that's not what I wanna do with my situation, so don't be mad at me, y'all. And I've had these braids in for like 2 weeks, so I'm getting ready to wash my hair, but I wanna rock my fro for one day, maybe two, before I wash it. And I'm just finger combing the stray hairs out or whatever. And if you notice, this first section is already shrinking up. It's already turning back into its natural curl pattern. So again, I'm gonna spray some water on my hand, rub it together, get this section a little damp, and just comb it out. Beautiful people use Afro sheen. And I have to do the rest of it at the end.
Right?
Yes, it's clean. It is clean.
Like the 70s. The 70s clean.
The 70s wasn't clean. The 70s was all over the place. Really? Okay, so now that I have combed out my Meek Mill braids, we are in kind of like a blowout state. And luckily, since it's not an actual blowout, no, even if I did a blowout, it'd still come out like this. So I have the volume that I want. My hair is as big as I want, but now we're gonna work on the shape. I might need to zoom out a little bit for this part. So now you need this. This is imperative to any Afro hairstyle, like Afro hairstyle. Like this is great for out styles and all this stuff, but like this, the big joint, the big guns, you can't even see this, man. Like it's big. Oh, here we go. This, you need this. So now I'm gonna work on the shape. And usually when I do my fros, I have bangs. Obviously my hair is pretty long, so bangs are quite hard for me to achieve. But what I'm basically going to start doing is combing my hair in the direction of the style that I want it. And I'm going to start lifting it with the comb just to, again, start shaping it how I want it. So this is basically the shape that I'm going for. So now I'm going to take my water, and again, I'm going to put it in my hands because I can control where the water goes and how it goes easier this way. So I'm going to put some water in my hand and just start putting it on my roots. I want my roots to shrink up first. And as I'm shrinking up my roots, I'm going to start lifting them. And I know this looks crazy in the beginning, but promise you it works. Just hold on, it's coming. Just make sure you don't stab yourself in the neck like I always do. All right, now I'm gonna take that water and I'm just gonna mist it over my entire head. And this is where the shrinkage really starts happening. I'm gonna take some and get it in the front because again, I want my bangs to shrink. I think that's enough hair for my bangs. That should be plenty. And at this point, it's just kind of like fluffing and waiting. And as you can see, it's already starting to shrink. Yeah, I want it to pretty much stay this big, but I need this top part to get in line. So I'm just gonna keep fluffing and picking and shrinking. And when it gets harder to pick, that's when you know you're getting your shrinkage. It's happening. So like I said, at this point, we're kind of just waiting. Now you don't want to get it too wet and you don't want to spray too much water because it will continue shrinking until it's dry, you know what I'm saying? And if you have hair like mine, it's gonna go from this big to literally this big. So chill on the water, okay? You kind of just have to be patient at this point. And I don't know if I'm gonna just fast forward through this or if I'm just gonna keep letting it go. You can see that you're starting to be able to see my eyes now because my bangs are finally starting to come up out of my face. I'm gonna spray some water on this side at the end, and that's how you get rid of the see-through ends. Shrinkage and padding. Padding and shaping is like the most essential part to getting a nice round fro. So we're gonna keep going, we're gonna keep letting this shrink, and I don't know, like I said, I don't know if I'm just gonna let this go or like how much, because it takes a little while to start shrinking. So I just need it, yep, it's starting to shrink, there we go. See how you could barely even see my scalp at this point? And then you can see the difference between the two textures. This is shrunken, this is stretched. I just got hair in my eye, y'all. And this is also why, if you notice, I didn't put any oil on my hair before once I was combing it out. I didn't put any oil on it because I need the water to penetrate my hair. If I put oil on it, it will, you know, hinder the water from penetrating my hair. Girl, I can't wait until this hair get out my damn eyes. But it's shrinking, it's coming along, it's starting to shape. You see the shape, the roundness starting to form. And you just want to mist your hair with the water. Don't spray it, don't saturate it, don't, like my hair barely feels like it's been touched with water, you know what I'm saying? I wish I could keep this shape, but I know it's gonna shrink more. And I will show you guys the back real quick. So this is what the back is looking like. I actually don't even know what the back looks like yet until I get my mirror and check it out. But I just wanted you guys to see the back so far. All right, here we go. We're starting to, because if I had done this while it was trying to shrink, it would have just come right back down. Like it's still coming back down a little bit right now, but it has more ability to stay because again, it's shrinking. So it's a little more densely packed in there. But it's coming along, guys. It's coming along. It's coming along. And see, I told you I was gonna need more room, because once it gets up there, it gets up there. And as you can see, this is how important picking it out is, because then you're going to start to get that height that you're looking for on an afro. And then I'm waiting for my ends to start kinking up. This part of my hair has started to kink up, so we need this part to start kinking up. At least my hair is out of my eyes now. So we got that going, we got that going. All right, I need this back to start kinking up as well. So I'm just gonna kind of work the water in, because I ain't got no patience right now and I got something to do. And I'm just gonna work the water in to help the shrinking process get underway. And it's already looking fabulous, y'all. You want your fro to be fluffy. You want it to be able to shake. You want it to be moving. So the front don't need any more water. Doesn't need any more water. I'm talking like a freaking reject. We need to get on these sides. The back doesn't need any at all. And when I say the back, I mean the underside of the back. That doesn't need any, because the back will shrink on its own. That's just how my hair works. All right, so this side is starting to shape. And this side needs a little bit more help, but it's coming along as well. And then the back, yep, the back is coming along too. Like I said, this is mostly a waiting game. You have to wait for your hair to shrink up. But the reason why I prefer to do this, if you see my first afro video, the reason why I prefer to do it this way is because you have more control over the size of your fro and the shape of your fro. Whereas opposed to if you were trying to do it from a shrunken state and trying to stretch it back out, it just doesn't come out right for me. It just doesn't come out right for me that way. So if you can do it the opposite way, go from a shrunken state to a larger state, kudos to you, good for you. But this is the way that I get it done. This is the way that I do it, and it works for me. I think it might take a little bit longer. I haven't done the other way in so long, and my hair was so much shorter when I did it the other way that I can't really speak on it. But this way may take a little bit longer because, like I said, you have to wait for it to shrink back down. But it's looking good, y'all. It's looking good. So yeah, now the see-through ends are starting to go away. Now those straight pieces are going away. Now the top is starting to round out, and now you have, you know, the kinky, coily texture that it's supposed to have. You know what I'm saying? I don't like them straight bullshit afros. You know, the ones that is basically a blowout, but people try to call it an afro. And it's like, no sis, that's not an afro. That's a blowout. Or that's a twist out. Or that's an out style. That's not an afro. This, honey, is an afro. It's looking real good, y'all. Hi.
Hey.
How are you?
I'm fine.
What's up?
I want to sit behind you.
You want to sit behind me?
Mm-hmm.
There's no room.
I see.
Would you like to sit beside me?
I want to put my legs between you.
So Bay has decided to join the video. I don't know how he's gonna make it being blocked by all this damn hair. Wait, I gotta move my mirror back now. No, it's fine. It's fine. It's totally fine. Where's my pick? You saw that big giant pick? Oh, no, I got it.
She wants affection.
I want a what? Affection? Oh. He's giving me affection, y'all, while I'm filming. He trying to blame it on me. He wants to be affectionate. Boy, stop. You ain't love. I see you. All right, so we got this. Oh, we got this thin spot right here. and it may cause me to just bring down the size of my fro. We'll see. But it should be good for the most part. But the rest of this is looking good, so I just need to figure out what's going on with this thin spot right here. I just need to figure out what's going on with that. He just got his hair done. All right, y'all, so for the most part, we're done. I just want to let it shrink up a little bit more, and then I'll be back with the final look. But remember, before I go, most importante, you must pat in order to get that shape. So you're just going to be shaping and patting while it's finishing, it's shrinking. You're going to be patting and shaping and fluffing, okay? And that thin spot is starting to go away. Because again, like I said, you just pat and you shape. And it's not a pat, you know what I'm saying? It's a light little tap. You know, you kind of just moving it into place where it's supposed to be. You see that? I'm barely touching it. And now it's going where it's supposed to be going. Are you enjoying yourself? Good. That's great. All right, so I'll be back when it's done, okay? So I'm gonna turn around and show you guys the back real quick. So this is the end result of what the back looks like. I hope you guys are satisfied. Okay, so this is the final look. It's been about like maybe 20 or 30 minutes since I left, and it has shrunken into the right places. It has done the right things. It is completely dry at this point because, again, like I said, I only misted the water. I did not drench my hair in water. Anywho, we're at the end of another tutorial with Trice, and as always, if you enjoyed the video, please be sure to leave me a big old thumbs up. I'd greatly appreciate it. Subscribe to my channel, hit that button down below if you have not subscribed, and if you have subscribed, make sure you turn on your notification bell so that you know when I drop these videos. Follow me on Instagram at @callme_Trice. I have a Facebook and a Snapchat if you guys want to follow those. I'm not really on them like that, but you know, make sure you check out the description box for some useful information and some links that you might find helpful to your life or whatever. But I think that's all there is to say. Yeah, and there is no more except, as always, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you, love you, love you, and I will catch you in the next video. Mwah. Bye, guys.